Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat Basketball. Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Conference season is winding down as the Bobcats try to find their stride heading into Big Sky play, which is just around the corner. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you tonight as the Montana State University Bobcats get ready to take on the UC Riverside Highlanders. The Bobcats coming in today at 5-6 overall. Meanwhile, the UC Riverside Highlanders come in at 7-4. They are 2-0 in Big West play so far. They already got a couple of games in against Big West opponents, and they have now won 3 consecutive games coming into this matchup today against Montana State. For the Bobcats, again at 5-6, coming off one of their more disappointing losses of the season, the 89-63 defeat at the hands of USC. It's one of a couple of disappointing losses Montana State has had. You look at the Denver game, you look at the loss at Wichita State, but overall it's been a strong beginning to the season, and certainly there's enough weapons and talent here to get something special done this season. We'll see if Montana State can get onto the right path here against a UC Riverside team that provided quite a challenge a year ago back in Bozeman. Montana State winning last year 69-68. Tyler Patterson had 18 second-half points. He finished with 20 points in all. Bobcats hit their free throws down the stretch and earned the victory in that ball game, despite the fact that they were very banged up. They only played 7 players in that ball game last year at home against UC Riverside. So we'll see if Montana State can handle things a little bit better and a little bit cleaner in a game in which they are much more healthy and get ready to go today. We'll also see if Brandon Walker can continue his hot shooting, coming off team-high 14 points in the last game against USC. And Jeremiah Davis, who is from down here in Southern California, played at Fullerton College. He had a career-high 11 points in that last game. Now, that was 8 for 8 at the free throw line as well. But we'll see. Maybe Jeremiah Davis found a little something for Montana State as the Bobcats are getting set for their second to final game of the non-conference season. TCU is scheduled for Sunday afternoon, a noon Mountain Time tip-off, which means we'll be on the air for that at 11:30 a.m. in Dallas the day after the semifinal playoff game for football. But big games here for Montana State. Final kind of peer-to-peer battle for the Bobcats against this Riverside team out of the Big West, which comes in after going 10-10 last year in the Big West Conference. All right, we are going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get you a little more info on this UC Riverside team. We'll get you the highlight or the keys to the game today, and we'll take a look around the rest of the scoreboard as well as we get set for Montana State and UC Riverside tonight from the UC Riverside Student Recreation Center in Riverside, California. We're taking a break. Back after this timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and UC Riverside. Bobcats trying to get back to 500 before they head over to play TCU on Sunday, which would wrap up the non-conference schedule before Big Sky play gets fully underway. I'm Keaton Gillogly with you from Riverside, California. Let's take a look now and break down this UC Riverside Highlanders team and see why they're going to be in hot water today. Brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. All right, taking a look at this Riverside squad. They're in at 7-4, 2-0 in Big West play. They've had a roller coaster non-conference season, just like most teams have had to this point. So they lost to Idaho at Idaho 80-68. They did not play well at all against the Vandals in that game, and Idaho really shot the ball well. They beat CSUN in a conference game. They're both out of the Big West. They beat CSUN 68-64. They also beat Colorado State in Fort Collins. They beat Colorado State 77-75. Barrington Hargress hit a game-tying buzzer beater from the half-court line to send the game to overtime, and then they ended up winning in the extra 5-minute period. They also have losses at Oregon and a 6-point loss at BYU this year. So they've had some good moments. They've got a Mountain West victory. They also have some bad moments with the loss at Idaho where they just didn't play very well. So we'll see what we get out of this UC Riverside team today, which does bring back a few familiar characters. Barrington Hargress is one of them. He was the Big West Freshman of the Year last season with 12.5 points per game. He dropped 14 in the game against Montana State. And Isaiah Moses out of Anchorage, Alaska, put up 17 points in the game against Montana State last year. Bobcats did win that one by 1 point, 69-68, due in no small part to the second half heroics of Tyler Patterson. So we'll see if Montana State has a little more magic in them today, trying to even up the all-time series, trailing 3 losses to the 2 wins against this UC Riverside squad. So we'll see. This is a UC Riverside team that does hit 9 threes per game. We'll see if the Bobcats can slow them down around the 3-point line. They are plus 1.5 rebounds per game. They don't have a ton of size, so we'll see if the Bobcats can do some heavy lifting along the glass and down to the post today. So big one for the Bobcats tonight as they get ready to take on the UC Riverside Highlanders. We're taking a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the Kendall Ford keys to the game, peep some of the out-of-town scoreboard, and get you ready to go before we talk to head coach Matt Logie as we prepare for the Bobcats and the Highlanders. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
Buy one, get one for $1 breakfast on favorites like toasty bagel sandwiches, hash browns, and more. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Back courtside, the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, getting set for Montana State and Riverside today. It's the 6th all-time meeting between these two programs, and a good peer-to-peer measuring stick. Big Sky, Big West, a nice measuring stick for Montana State. We'll see if the Bobcats can get a road victory today and handle some business away from the brick. Montana State has just the one road victory so far this year. That was the win at Omaha, trying to rack up another one today and avoid back-to-back losses. They have not lost back-to-back games since November 17th and 19th. So chance to keep some form of consistency today against a 7-4 UC Riverside team. All right, let's get to our Kendall Ford keys to the game, presented by Kendall Ford. For Montana State, see what kind of energy and crispness they play with today. See if they can really bring some juice, bring that extra edge, which has not always been there, but we've certainly seen it from time to time. Can the Bobcats bring out that edge today? Can they hit some shots early? I mean, that was a bad start at USC with Bobcats falling behind 27-5 in the first 10 minutes of the game. So can the Bobcats come out with a strong start to the game offensively in this one? And then can they defend the three-point line? UC Riverside knocking down 9.5 threes per game. They can deter the three-point shot. They'll have a good shot to win this one today against the Highlanders. So those are our Kendall Ford keys to the game for tonight. All right, up next, let's get to our Wheat Montana weather report. It is 71 degrees here in Southern California. It was hot, like almost too hot today. We got over 80 degrees this afternoon in Riverside. It's going to be more of the same tomorrow, getting up into that 80-degree range. So it is unseasonably, not just warm, but really, truly hot out here in Southern California right now. And keep an eye on the weather for this Saturday for the semifinal football game, which kicks off at 1:30. We'll be on the air at 12:30. 49 degrees, the high on Saturday, with a low of 34, partly cloudy. So should be pristine football weather on Saturday to watch the Bobcats keep that record pristine heading into the end of the 2025 calendar. So that's our Wheat Montana weather report today. All right, let's go and check out our First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard now and peek in on some of the other Big Sky scores since we talked to you last. We saw a big slate of games the other day while the Bobcats were at USC, but since then on Monday, Northern Colorado beat Air Force at home 81-76. Montana lost at Northern Iowa. They gave up over 100 points. Montana lost to UNI 104-76. Oregon State beat Sac State 82-45 out in Corvallis. Coming up today, a handful of Big Sky games on the docket right now. Idaho State trailing Utah Valley at home 30-27 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Idaho is at another Big West opponent in UC Davis. Idaho trailing that one 24-21 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Weber State playing a non-D1 game today, and the score will prove that. Weber State leading Lincoln University at halftime. Again, at halftime, 73-29. Weber State is 73 first-half points against Lincoln University today. And Portland State is at Pacific, which is up in Stockton for a ball game later tonight. Around the top 25 today, number 15 Houston leading Toledo 71-38. That game has 6 minutes to go in the second half. Number 6 Alabama is at North Dakota. One of their top players is from North Dakota, so it's a chance to get him an opportunity to play in front of some of his friends and family. And right now, North Dakota leads that game 36-35 with 90 seconds to go in the first half. Number 9 Marquette trailing Butler. Marquette at home. They're down 29-27 with 4 minutes to go in the first half there. Number 13 Gonzaga leading Nicholls State 43-29. Final minute of the first half. Number 24 Michigan is at Oklahoma leading 35-30 with 4.5 to go in the first half there. UConn survives at home against Xavier, but it took overtime. They had almost 100 combined points between UConn and Xavier in the second half. UConn wins it 94-89 with the extra period. And number 21 Memphis survives on the road at Virginia 64-62. All right, keeping an eye on what's going on with the women. They've got an early tip-off tomorrow against Presbyterian College. That game tips off at 8:30 a.m., which means Daniel Sally will be on the call at 8:15 a.m. tomorrow down in Puerto Rico. Then they play one of the independent D2 teams in Puerto Rico the following Friday morning, also at 8:30 a.m. before Coach Binford and Women's Hoops heads back home, and their first Big Sky game is coming up on January 2nd, Thursday night versus Idaho, also hosting Eastern Washington that Saturday. Mara Dykstra was named Big Sky Player of the Week this week. Big part of the 58-49 win over Florida Gulf Coast on Monday. They snapped Florida Gulf Coast's 37-game home winning streak. It was the second longest active streak in the nation. Dykstra had 20 points, 16 of which came in the first half, went 9 of 15 from the field, had 7 rebounds, 3 assists. She was great. Right now, Dykstra 5th in the Big Sky at about 15 points per game, and she's leading the Big Sky in assist-to-turnover ratio. So she's doing some heavy lifting for a very good Montana State team on the women's side right now. They're sitting at 8-2 with just 2 games left to play before Big Sky plays. So that's what's going on over there as we approach our tip-off today, coming up at the top of the hour between Montana State and UC Riverside. All right, we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we will sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get ready for the Bobcats and the Highlanders from Southern California. More coming up after this timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946. At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Back on the pregame show, we're getting set for Montana State and UC Riverside, a couple of teams that battled toughly back at the Brick last year as we get ready to go the final stretch of the non-conference season. Keaton Gillogly back with head coach Matt Logie. And Coach, first of all, just the last couple of days coming off that USC game, how is the team refocused, and do you feel like they were able to kind of put that to bed and get ready to go in this game?
Yeah, I think the opportunity we have tonight is very reminiscent of what you face in Big Sky play on the road. You got a UC Riverside team that has, an experienced core, guys that have been in their program. Their top 4 scorers have all been here, and a team that, should be competing for the top 3-4 spots in the Big West. So it's a great opportunity for us to, have that one last peer-to-peer opportunity, and I think our guys are excited about that.
Looking back at the game last year, they do have a couple of their pieces back as well. I mean, how much are you taking from that game last season with the tight win and applying to the game today?
Yeah, I mean, certainly their personnel has a lot of similarities in the backcourt. I mean, Moses and Hargris are 2 of the best guards in the Big West, and obviously they bring that continuity with them. And then they have just a philosophy and identity to their program. So even though some of the front court pieces are different, they do very much the same things as the guys that aren't there from last year. And so, the biggest thing is this is a team that shoots almost 30 3-pointers a game. And so we've got to really defend the 3-point line and then block out and get the ball on the defensive glass because they rebound at a really high rate.
All right, well, you mentioned Barrington Hargress, Big West Freshman of the Year last year. What's he doing, and how do you guys have to slow him down?
Yeah, he's a guy that has great speed. Very, very good shooter off the dribble as well as off the catch. Does a really good job of pushing the tempo. He'll dribble down and shoot if you don't pick him up high enough, but is also explosive enough to get to the rim and use his quickness, and has just really developed over the last 3 years into one of the best guards in the Big West, and somebody that we've got to just make sure we have really, really high contests on. We have a great roster of length and size, and tonight we've got to put that to use, especially as we challenge shots.
Isaiah Moses, another quality honorable mention all Big West guard as well. What's he doing? What's he bringing to the floor for them?
Yeah, very similar to Hargris in the fact that, has good speed, can really shoot the 3. Both of them have really green lights. They're bringing Hargris off the bench in recent games to be kind of that spark off the bench in the scoring role. And so we've got to make sure that we identify him and Hargris at all times. And, on top of that, you've got some other guys in Pickens and Caleb Smith. Those 4 guys take about 70% of their shots. And so, those are the guys you got to key in on.
All right, well, here we go. The penultimate game of the non-conference season. Coach, thanks for the insight and good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're ready to go between Montana State and UC Riverside. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids. And adults can also be kids. And new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
I love spreading joy with gifts this time of year, but I try not to spread my budget too thin. Luckily, Kohl's has come through for me once again. I just went and used a 25% off coupon to score so many great gifts under $20, like cozy pajamas and fleece, amazing gift sets, and beauty must-haves. So if you're looking to give more for less this season, get to Kohl's. Select styles, offers end December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
Buy one, get one for $1 breakfast on favorites like toasty bagel sandwiches, hash browns, and more. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Go. Now turn it up. Turn it up. It's game time.
One hand slam. That was a ham. Got it to go. It's just that kind of night. Right corner three. Bang! Bang! This is the stuff that legends are made of. Gets it up for the win. Got it. Ball game over. Bobcats win. The Golden Bobcats continue their march. Montana State has done it.
We came here to win, and the best is yet to come.
Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
It'd be a great day for the Bobcats to start something special. Montana State has had some ups and downs throughout the non-conference season, but now today, on this Wednesday evening in mid-December, the Bobcats play their penultimate non-conference game of the year. Just TCU is up next, and then the rubber truly meets the road when the Big Sky season begins. And today is a great matchup against a team that the Bobcats are very even with. We'll see if they can handle some business and earn their second road victory of the year. All right, before we get to our starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450, KMMS, and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you today. Montana State and UC Riverside is the matchup at the Student Recreation Center on the campus of UC Riverside. Bobcats coming in at 5-6. The Riverside Highlanders coming in at 7-4 with a pair of Big West victories already. For the Bobcats, their starting lineup is the same. Pat McMahon, Tyler Patterson, Brandon Walker, Jay Mullins, and Max Ogbong-Polo. On the other side for UC Riverside, it's Naib Olabade, Nate Pickens, the swing guard from Arizona. It's Caleb Smith, the front forward from Rancho Cucamonga. Joel Armotrading from Chicago. And Barrington Hargress from Inglewood, California, the reigning Big West freshman of the year. So that's the starting lineup for Mike Magpayo, the fifth-year head coach at UC Riverside. Magpayo was the fastest UC Riverside coach to reach 25 Big West wins. He's the fastest to reach 75 overall wins at UC Riverside, and he was the Big West Coach of the Year back in 22 and 23. So a guy who's trying to get this thing going in the right direction as a program. UC Riverside made 17 NCAA tournaments when they were at D2. They have not made a Division I NCAA tournament, and they have not got into or won a Big West championship yet. They've been Division I since 2001, so it's been over 20 years. It's kind of about time to start fighting around up at the top. They were picked fourth in the Big West preseason poll with one first-place vote. For Montana State, sitting at 5-6, they've played a grueling non-conference schedule that's not getting any easier with TCU coming up on Sunday afternoon. They're in the midst of an 8-day road trip coming off a lopsided loss at USC where they didn't feel like they put their best foot forward, but this floor here at the Student Recreation Center in Southern California at UC Riverside is a great place to put the right foot forward and get something going. TCU on Sunday is a team that has struggled at times, so the Bobcats will certainly have an opportunity to do something special over there. But first, got to do some damage here against UC Riverside, which is also a blue and gold school. They're in the home whites, Bobcats in the navy blues. The ball is tossed in the air, and we are underway from Riverside, California. UC Riverside with the basketball to start things. Hargress has the dribble up at the top. He bounces it over to the right wing. Armotrading has it stolen. Ogbong-Polo in transition to the cup. Floats it up. No, swirled off. And UC Riverside has the rebounds. The Bobcats unable to take advantage of the steal up at the top. Into the right corner. Here's a three that is short. And the rebound grab by Jay Mullins as Caleb Smith came up short. Pat McMahon gets into a post-up situation down the left block. Draws a double, kicks it out. Jay Mullins lets it fly, and he drains the three. Jay Mullins with a three ball. That opens the scoring, and Montana State leads 3-0. And now we've got a foul and a three in the right corner. Pat McMahon with a foul on the closeout. Nate Pickens knocks it down, and he'll go to the line for a chance at a 4-point play. All right. Hurried start so far. It's 3-3, 19 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the first half. Just settling in. Free throw is good. So it's a 4-point play for Nate Pickens, who averages 9 a game, and a guy who has struggled a little bit as of late. And now we've got a whistle to get a clock malfunction dialed up. Montana State will inbound to the right sideline here. It's 4-3. It's the scoreboard, so right now it still says 3-3. But it should be 4-3 UC Riverside. They got that worked out. And 28 seconds on the shot clock for the Bobcats. Pat McMahon to inbound. He gives it into Jay Mullins, and we're underway. 19 minutes, 10 seconds to go first half. Cats down by a point with the ball trailing 4-3. Patterson lobs into the post for Brandon Walker, coming off a 14-point game against USC. Working it around, didn't have space, gives to Patterson, turns to the corner, back out to Walker on the right elbow. He's one-on-one, takes it into the post, leans in with a left hand, finishes it with a little flick of the wrist. First 2 points for Brandon Walker, continues to elevate his game as we approach conference play. Riverside with the basketball. Hargress has it up top. Gives it to Pickens. He comes left around the screen, takes it down to the left corner, gets underneath, pump fake, leans in, lays it. No. Brandon Walker, the defense, fight for the rebound, and we got a jump ball. And it'll be Montana State basketball. So Brandon Walker had the defense, had the rebound, did get tied up, but he would not take his hands off the rock and fought hard for it. The Bobcats have the possession now, going from left to right. Montana State leading 5-4, first 90 seconds of this one. Cats with a chance to get back to 500, trying to even things up on this road trip, which will extend into Big Sky play. Tyler Patterson out of the right wing, lobs it up to Brandon Walker at the top, over to Pat McMahon. He steps to his left, thought about a three, turned it down, back to Patterson, takes it to the elbow, tries a jumper, swirls off. UC Riverside with the rebound. Highlanders from right to left in the home whites with the gold trim. Hargress goes over to the left wing for Pickens. Working is down, working on Patterson, picks up the dribble. Still looking to get rid of it, bounce pass down into the post. Armo trading with a long two, and it falls in. That's not really his game. Bobcats happy to give up that shot. 6-5 UC Riverside. Driving a kick, Walker up at the top, gives it to Ogbong Polo. Back to Walker beyond the arc. Dribbles left, hands off, Pat McMahon. He's open for three. Too strong, missed it right. UC Riverside the rebound. Highlanders from right to left. Barrington Hargress, their leading scorer, takes it down into the paint. Gets the free throw line. His jumper is up, no good, missed it right. And Brandon Walker cannot save the rebound. He had it. He's kind of playing hot potato as he was losing his balance over the baseline. And couldn't quite save it to Ogbong Polo. So still UC Riverside basketball with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Hargress looking for the inbounds pass underneath his own bucket. Throws it into the right corner for Pickens. Pickens curls the free throw line, pulls up and got blocked. Jay Mullen swatted it away. Ball loose, picked up by Riverside. Pickens throws it to the free throw line. This jumper is good. Joel Armo trading. He's got 4 points now. Just under 17 minutes to go in the first half. So it was twice Montana State could have gotten that possession back after the rebound and the block. But instead it turns into two for UC Riverside. They're up 8-5. Pat McMahon down to the right baseline. His jumper is up and good. First 2 points for Pat McMahon, who seems to be trying to assert himself early. Hargress comes left around the screen, over to the wing, turns the corner on Brandon Walker, gets in deep, hands it off. Armo trading is there, and he lays it in. Joel Armo trading coming off a 16-point performance last time out. Already has 6 points today. 10-7, Montana State trailing. 16 and a quarter to go first half. Walker down to the left block, pivoting with the right hand, scoops it up, swirls it home. 4 points for Brandon Walker now. Tough spinning finish by Brandon Walker in the post. Riverside has Hargress out of the left wing. Ball moved around the perimeter to Pickens on the right side. Gets it into the paint. Puts up an off-balance shot. No good. And Ogbong Polo has the rebound. Bobcats racing the other way. Alley-oop, no. Pat McMahon makes the catch in deep. Reverse layup is good. Didn't try to bite off more than he could chew. Looked like they wanted to alley-oop it up there, but McMahon didn't really have the angle. Just made the catch, got in deep, and kind of reversed it up and in off the glass. Riverside into the front court. Hargress hands it off on the left wing. Olabade down to the free throw line, into the post, turns, fall away, Jay, got it. Oof, tough shot. Olabade able to knock down the fading jumper in the middle of the lane. Cats down by one with the ball. 15 and a quarter to go first half. We got a whistle, we got a foul, and we will step aside. That foul will go on Nate Pickens. Let's take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the first half. Riverside leading Montana State 12-11. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Bobcat fans, celebrate the blue and gold all season at the Golden Arches with McDonald's new Game Day Bundle. Score big with your crew and pick up a cheeseburger pack with 2 classic cheeseburgers, a satisfying 20-piece McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy medium fries you love. All for just $14.99 and only on the app. It's the guaranteed win for your home team. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through the 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up,
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. 15 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State trailing at Riverside 12-11. Been a good back and forth game so far. Both teams shooting the ball well. Cats are 5 of 8 from the field. Riverside, the Highlanders, they are 5 of 10. Their logo is a very Scottish-looking bear. He wears like, I don't know what they're called, one of those hats with a little ball on top of it with the visor. It's got that like kind of Scottish flannel on it. It's a good look if you're afraid of Paddington, the bear. Pat McMahon dials up a topside three. Rimming, no, fell away. Ogmont-Polo, the offensive rebound. He turns around with a little float shot, no. Cauley fighting for the rebound, could not get it. And the Bobcats come up empty twice on that possession. Here's a drive from the top. Strauss throws it out to Hargress. He gets inside and got blocked and fouled. Boy, it wasn't a lot of body. He brought the arm down, but it looked like he hit the ball. So they're saying the body was good. It was bringing the arm down. The official didn't think that he hit the ball. Hargress at the stripe. The first free throw is good. Barrington Hargress, 68% from the free throw line this year. He's averaging 19 points per game. 4 assists. He's got 12 total steals. He's been a monster. Leads the team in points, steals, and assists. Hargress puts them both in. Local product from Southern California down here. 2 points for Barrington Hargress. 14-11, Montana State trailing. 14:45 to go in the first half. B.J. Cauley hands it off for Jay Mullins. He throws over to the right wing. Tyler Patterson takes it down to the right baseline. Up to the top, around to Ogmont-Polo. Bounce pass into the post. Cauley spins to the right shoulder and draws the foul. He got whacked on the forearm as he went up. Isaiah Moses picks up his first, and B.J. Cauley will head to the strike. Cauley this year, averaging about 4 points per game. He's 6 of 7 from the free throw line so far, averaging 12.5 minutes per contest. The first free throw is good. Pretty silent crowd here today. They only average less than 500 a game, and in fact, here at home, they played 4 games. They have only drawn just under 2,000 fans total, which is far fewer than the Bobcats' per game average. Cauley misses the second free throw, so he splits the pair as Brian Garacki checks in. You see Riverside with the basketball working to our left. Cats down by 2. Highlanders with the ball. Hargress down to the left block, cut off. Kicks it back up to the top for Smith. He weaves in the paint, puts up a runner. That's no good. And Pat McMahon has the rebound. McMahon is head up, throws to Jay Mullins on the right wing, takes it down to the right baseline, kicks it back out to the top. McMahon backing it down to the right block, lobs out to Ogmont-Polo. Ogmont-Polo takes it to the right elbow and pulls up with a pure-looking jumper. Smooth as silk. Max Ogmont-Polo ties it up with the mid-range J, 14 all. 13 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the first half. Hargress bent over the bounce, slings over to the right wing. Moses takes to the free throw line, pulls up, and that jumper is good. Riverside consistently trying to get into the middle of the defense, right around that free throw line, and trying to knock down a lot of jumpers there. Haven't seen them attempt many three-pointers, even though they do that a lot throughout the year. Cauley out to McMahon on the right wing with the Cats down 2. McMahon left around the screen, kicks into the left corner. Here's Mullins for 3. That's no good. B.J. Cauley with a rebound in traffic. Out to McMahon. His 3. That's no good off the heel of the iron. Ogbong Polo, another rebound. His putback is good off the glass with the left hand. Good hustle by Montana State on the glass. Max Ogbong Polo with the offensive rebound. Cauley had an offensive board as well. And right now Montana State -2 on the glass, but they've had a couple of key offensive rebounds so far. Here's Moses with a jumper. That's no good from the left side. The Bobcats come the other way in a tie game, 16-all. 12:45 to go in the first half. Ogbong Polo, left corner 3. Book it. Max Ogbong Polo coming back home and throwing haymakers. He's got 7. Montana State up by 3, 19-16, 12:30 to go in the first half. These two teams played to within a point, with the Bobcats winning it with a shorthanded bench last December. Hargress with the dribble, 10 to shoot. Directing traffic. They're still not organized. 7 to shoot. He just drives, pulls back at the left elbow. That jumper's no good. Fight for the board. Schulte got the offensive rebound and put it in. Rickus Schulte came in and nobody boxed him out. They did not account for him. 19-18, Montana State leading with the ball. 12 minutes to go, first half. Sam Lekelot They're getting ready to check in. Here's Garacki on the drive with the lefty layup. That's good, high off the window. Nice finish by Brian Garacki. 21-18, Montana State, 11:35 to go, first half. Hargress lobs over to the left wing. Schulte back up to Hargress. Steps to his left, crosses over on Cauley, gets down to the right elbow, pulls up with a jumper, no good. Rebound tracked down by Brian Garacki on a hop. Cats throw ahead. Jay Mullins with a head of steam left around the screen. Gives it to Cauley, slipping to the rack. A little bit low on the pass, has to pick it up. Kick out, right corner 3. That's no good from Ogbong Polo. Riverside with a rebound. Good look for the Cats from downtown. 2 of 7 so far from three-point line. So a pair of Wendy's three-pointers. Right now Montana State +1 on the glass. Hargress going to the rack. Blocked and fouled.
Good block, Pat.
Boy, oh boy, good work by Pat McMahon. He's not going to argue it verbally, but body language speaks volumes. Let's see if I can catch what the officials tell Coach Logie here. I don't know about that. That looked pretty darn good for Pat McMahon. All right, we'll take a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 10:58 to go, first half. Montana State leading 21-18 against Riverside. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
10:58 to go in the first half. Montana State is leading it 21-18 over UC Riverside. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, sitting courtside at the Student Recreation Center. Really not much to write home about here. They've got the plastic seats running up about 30 rows or so on either side, the length of the floor. handful of courtside seats, which were maybe 50% filled up. Nothing at the baseline, and just kind of a glorified high school gym over here, but handful of Bobcat fans behind us. Decent crew showed out, including our Hall of Fame sideline analyst Dan Davies, who's here on a boys' trip down to Southern California. All right, Barrington Hargress is at the line. And the first free throw is good. Bobcat basketball is presented by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food from anywhere and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. Next free throw is good. So Hargress 4 for 4 from the stripe. You can hear just how silent it gets in this gym when somebody's at the line. Know what's below? Tab, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. Just under 11 minutes to go first half. Bobcats of the ball leading by 2. Bryce Zephyr is checked in along with Jed Miller and Sam Leckelot. Miller, topside 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped out. Bryce Zephyr diving on the hardwood, but could not quite corral it. Tips out of bounds off the hand of Zephyr, who was laying out and showing good hustle. There's Zephyr, Garacki, Leckelot, Walker, and Miller. UC Riverside with the basketball. They move from right to left. Isaiah Moses throws up to Pickens at the top of the key. Pickens, probing, looking for room. Crossover into the lane. Use the shoulder and now travels. Brandon Walker, the quality defense. Pickens really lowered the shoulder. They didn't call that initially. But they do call the travel and it's a turnover. It was quite the battle last time these two teams met, with Montana State winning 69-68. There were 3 ties, 5 lead changes in that game. There have already been 3 ties, 6 lead changes in this game. A little press in the backcourt here by Riverside. Bobcats have shown a lot of tape that they can handle a full court press. Bryce Zephyr takes it into the front court without any trouble. Gives it to Brandon Walker at the top. Crosses down to the right block. Spins. Up with the right hand. Little off balance. Too strong. No good. And Riverside with the rebound. Highlanders from right to left. Moses takes it out to the left wing. Here's a 3. That's no good. And Miller has the rebound and he's running. Jed Miller draws the foul. Threw his head back a little while Parker Strauss grabbed him over the shoulder. First foul on Parker Strauss. Wise move by Jed Miller. Three team fouls the Bobcats. That's the third team foul on UC Riverside. 10 minutes to go first half. Bobcats up by 1. Walker hands to Miller. Comes left around the screen, then back right. With it on a yo-yo. Gives back to Walker at the top. He dials up a 3, and it's good. Brandon Walker from the top, burying a 3 ball. 7 points for B-Walk, who claps his hands in relief. Another Wendy's 3-pointer for Montana State, their third of the evening. 4-point lead for the Cats. Moses into the lane, off-balance layup, no. Fight for the rebound, and Riverside comes away with it. Kick to the left wing. Pickens puts up a 3. No. Rebound won by Brandon Walker. Bobcats from left to right trying to expand a 4-point lead. Walker into the lane, kicks it out. Garacki puts up the 3. That's no good. Rebound at Riverside as Leckelot caught an elbow in the jaw. Now a drive and a handoff underneath. Miller up with the attempt to block it. No, but Schulte able to finish it off. Schulte now with 4 points. Bobcats into the front court, leading by 2. 9 minutes remaining first half. Zephyr on the drive, pump fake, lays it up, got it to go. Boy, he let the traffic go by. It bumped him in the head. It didn't bother him, and he finished with a left hand on the block. Riverside with the ball. Here's a drive. Moses turned to the corner. Blocked. Oh, and foul. Jed Miller was there with the defense. He looks back to the bench beside himself. First foul on Jed Miller. There's been a couple now where Montana State has appeared to have some blocks and had a lot of ball, but call went against him. So free throws here for Isaiah Moses. Town Pump's proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. First free throw for Isaiah Moses is good. 80% from the stripe. Moses, who started his career at the College of Southern Idaho, was a JUCO All-American before coming over here. honorable mention All Big West last year. And still one more year of eligibility after this. Moses puts it up and puts it in. 4 points for Isaiah Moses, although the way his eligibility worked out, that could be changing here shortly. Big news today across the NCAA. The quarterback for Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia, sued the NCAA because he went to JUCO. So the JUCO years counted against his eligibility, sued that those should not count toward his eligibility. As Bryce Zephyr, a straight line drive, lays it in. He's got 4 points and a timeout called by UC Riverside. We're going to keep it here with Montana State up 28-24. 8:23 to go in the first half. Oh, no, we are going to a media. All right, we're going to a media. We're taking a break. I'll finish that story on the other side at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 8:23 to go first half. Montana State leading 28-24 against Riverside. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Back at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 8:23 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 28-24 against Riverside. Finishing up that story, which is noteworthy right now, Diego Pavia, the quarterback for Vanderbilt, ran out of eligibility after beginning his career in junior college. He sued the NCAA saying that the junior college years should not count toward his eligibility and that they're separate entities and that the NCAA is keeping him from making money. Lo and behold, he won that today. And so, in this case, the JUCO years do not count toward Diego Pavia's eligibility as the quarterback at Vanderbilt, which means he gets to stay in the SEC and at Vanderbilt and continue to play and make his NIL money, which in the lawsuit was listed at about $1 million. So could we see junior college not account for Division I eligibility? That's the conversation going on around a lot of universities through the country now. All right, Riverside's got the basketball. Hargress gets in deep, reverse layup. That is good. Drew a little bump, no call. Hargress with 6 points. Montana State has the ball down by 2, leading by 2. Montana State 28, Riverside 26. 8 minutes to go, first half. Brandon Walker hands it off in the right wing for Patterson. Comes back right, pump fake, throws to the top. Miller moves it to Zephyr on the left wing. Bounce to Walker, 10 to shoot. Walker pumps the three, bounce inside. Miller's left by himself and finishes a wide open layup. All right, how about that? Nice find by Brandon Walker. Nice little roll reversal with the center, finding the point guard. Hargress drives and kicks. Strauss weaving the paint. Gets to the rack and lays it in. Boy, that was an easy lay-in for Parker Strauss, the redshirt freshman who transferred from Northwestern. 30-28, Montana State leading with the ball. 7.25 to go first half. Zephyr pestered, throws to Walker at the top. Thought about a three, turns it down. Hand off to Miller. Pivoting, gives it to Walker at the left elbow, puts it on the floor. And he has to throw it back out with 10 to shoot. Zephyr now looking for space, steps to his right. His jumper, that's no good. And the Bobcats struggle to touch the paint on that possession. Hargress to the top. His three. Air ball. Out of bounds. Bobcats with the ball. Jay Mullins and the joint Ogbong Polo, Walker, Patterson, and Miller. Bobcat basketball brought to you in part by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud sponsor, Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute. When you're ready for something new, get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Montana State with the ball up by 2. Chet Miller takes it to the top. Throws over to Brandon Walker, works his way down to the right block, pivoting, steps through 2 defenders, and Brandon Walker finishes it with the left hand. 9 points for Brandon Walker. That was a tough, crowded finish. Lob into the post. Smith stripped and out of bounds. Tyler Patterson knocked it away. It'll stay with the Highlanders. Six minutes, 18 seconds to go first half. Montana State leading 32-28. Haven't had a big lead, but they've held a lead pretty consistently now for the last few minutes after it was really back and forth early, as in every other shot. Hargress has it up near the UCR logo painted in blue, outlined in gold. Hargress takes it to the left wing, slices in, fall-away jumper, rimming. No, Brandon Walker had the defense, and he pulls down the rebound. Ahead to Ogbong Polo. Crosses into the lane, stops, pulls up, jumper, rattles home. Ogbong Polo found his spot, took advantage. 9 points now for Max. Ogbong Polo and Brandon Walker tied for the team lead with 9 apiece. Bobcats starting to extend the lead just a little bit, up by 6. Here's a flat-footed 3. Ooh, and it's good. Caleb Smith knocking it down. Montana State leading by 3, 5:30 remaining, first half. Brandon Walker behind the back dribble to the elbow, spins into the paint, lost it, recovers, fall-away jumper, swirls in. Wow, just doing everything now. 11 points for Brandon Walker. A one-man show down in the paint. 5-point advantage for the Bobcats, 5:11 to play, first half. Hargress bounced to the right wing. Here's another 3. No, but a foul. Brandon Walker undercut him, just barely got his ankles. So Walker picks up the foul. Caleb Smith going to the line. Officials are talking about stuff right now. All right, I think, yeah, they're going to look at the 3-ball that Smith previously hit, and they're going to review that at the next media to see if his foot was on the line. First free throw is good. Caleb Smith, hot and cold from the three-point line. 36% last year, 29% this year. His free throw is no good. Maybe heating up today, we'll see. He's 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Smith 3 times this year has had 3 or more three-pointers. Brandon Walker heading to the bench. Getting a parade of high fives, putting in some strong minutes. 11 points for B-Walk, 3 rebounds, 5 of 6 from the field. Caleb Smith knocking it down. So he hits 2 of the 3. Smith has 5 points. Montana State up by 3 with 5 minutes to go first half. Jay Mullins out of the left wing. Goes to Ogbong Polo at the top. Rips it through, gets down to the right block, draws the bump and misses the floater. He'll go to the line. Bulabade picks up his first. Pretty easy call. You can see him in the air, then just drawing the body check, moving his whole body over. Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. First free throw is no good from Ogbong Polo. Bobcats start 1 of 3 from the stripe. -1 on the glass. 4 assists on 16 makes. Not a great ratio there. Also sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. That free throw is good. Ogbong Polo splits the pair. A lot of offense in this first half. Montana State up 37-33. 4:45 to go, first half. A lot of tough shots are falling. Bounce pass into the post. Smith pushes it through, up and in off the glass. So finish by Caleb Smith, who does get a delay of game warning. And he kind of knocked that ball away as it was coming through the bottom of the rim. Miller takes a seat. Garacki to the floor. 37-35, Montana State, 4:35 to go, first half. Well, it's been a good response after that tough game at USC. Now let's see if the Bobcats can continue it for another 25 minutes. Chika Naduka into the game, accepts the pass out on the right wing. Handoff for Mullins, turns the corner with a lefty dribble, kicks it back out. Patterson, quick trigger three, yes! Nothing but the bottom of the net from Tyler Patterson. Another Wendy's three-pointer, that one off the pass from Jade Mullins. Bobcats up by 5. Lob into the post. Smith can't make the clean catch. Jade Mullins steals it away. Here comes Montana State from left to right in the Navy Blues. Ogbonkpolo working on the left wing. Fires into the post-up situation for Garacki. Backing it down. Kicks it out. Patterson. Right corner three. Bang! Tyler Patterson, the shooter in the right corner. Back-to-back threes by Tyler Patterson, and Montana State has opened up an 8-point lead. Hargress throws up to the top. Smith. Handoff at the half-court line. Now Hargress looking for room against Garacki. Into the lane, lays it up, got it to go. Man, he's quick and elusive. 8 points for Barrington Hargress, who averages 19 a game. Cats up 6 of the ball. 3:18 to go, first half. Naduka up to the top. Ogbonkpolo dribbles right, turns the corner, pulls up, elbow jumper, that's good. Net didn't even move. Next, Ogbonkpolo knocking it down. Bobcats grabbing some momentum. Coach Logie out bringing some energy. And a timeout called by UC Riverside. Let's take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:07 to go, first half. Montana State leading Riverside 45-37. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org. Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at mscbobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. 3:07 to go in the first half. Montana State leading it 45-37. Getting big games right now from Max Ogbonkpolo and Brandon Walker. Ogbonkpolo 5 of 8 from the field, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Brandon Walker with 11 points on 5 of 6 shooting. Overall, Cats shooting 61% from the field, with 42% from 3, 5 of 12 in Wendy's three-pointers. Oh, some good stuff by Montana State offensively today, trying to keep it rocking and rolling here. And another unique lineup with Jay Mullins, Brian Garacki, Tyler Patterson, Chika Naduka, and Max Ogbonkpolo. So the rotation still saying pretty spread out right now. UC Riverside has the ball coming out of their timeout. Hargress has the dribble up at the top. Looking for it. Crossing over. Gets to the free throw line. Pulls up for the elbow jumper. No good. Fight for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Bobcat ball. Oh, that's just great hustle and energy. Chika Naduka, very strong defense against a shifty guard in Barrington Hargress. And then Brian Garacki's hustle against that rebound helped force that out of bounds off of the Highlanders. Patterson lobs to Naduka at the top. Handoff for Mullins. Here's a three. Yes! And he went down. Jay Mullins from deep. His second Wendy's three-pointer of the night. 48-37, Montana State. An 11-point lead, their largest of the day. Alley-oop slam. Whoa. That one will register on the Richter scale. Joel Armo trading rises to the rafter and rips the rim. Still 48-39, 2:09 to go first half. Bobcats in front, Garacki in deep, handoff to Naduka. He puts up the floater, no. And then a foul on Brian Garacki coming over the back. So Garacki picks up his first. Sixth team foul, so one more coming before the free throws come for Riverside. This game is brought to you in part by Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how, workplace safety. You're naked without it. More at safemt.com. Riverside with the basketball to our left. Smith flips it over to the left wing. Handoff up at the top for Moses. Giving to Hargress. Works his way to the elbow. Backs it out. Now cuts back inside. Hop stop and a foul or travel. Calling the foul on Brian Garacki. Second foul on Garacki. Gave him a little bump in the air, which is kind of what moved his body, and that's what the official saw. Pretty textbook call. So two quick fouls on Garacki. It brings Bryce Zephyr into the game. And a 1-and-1 for Hargress. 68% from the free throw line this year. That free throw is good. He'll earn another. 9 points for Hargress, leading Riverside. Bobcats led by Ogbonkpolo, who's got a dozen. Brandon Walker's got 11 points in 11 minutes today. Next free throw is good. Hargress hits them both, and he's into double figures with 10. Bobcats up by 7, so a little bit of a run here by UC Riverside. Mullins spinning. Down to the left block, has to throw it back out. Ogbonkpolo now draws a foul up at the top. Yeah, they're starting to call it a little tight now. Caleb Smith picking up the foul. Fourth team foul on Riverside. Fifth team foul on Riverside. Naduka hands it off up the top. Here's Ogbonkpolo for three. Book it. Max Ogbonkpolo shooting darts from deep. He's got 15. Cats have a double-digit lead, up by 10. Boy, how easy life is when the three ball is falling. Cats are 7 of 14 from behind the arc. Moses turns the corner, gets cut off, slings out top. Patterson got a piece of it, fight for the loose ball. Still loose on the floor, and Patterson comes away with it. A hustle defensively by Montana State, final minute of the first half. Ogbonkpolo with his eyes up. On the drive from the left wing, draws a foul down on the floor. That's the sixth team foul. Fouls on Strauss, his second. So Montana State will inbound the basketball. Bryce Zephyr ready to inbound. What do we got? Official was just checking on something with the scorer's table. And now we're ready to go. Zephyr looking to get it in, still looking. Gets it down to the left baseline. Patterson makes the catch. Up to the top for Mullins. He takes it left. Mullins to the elbow. Throws back to Duca. Hand off to Ogbong Polo at the top. Comes right. Pulls up. Elbow jumper. Pure. Max Ogbong Polo cannot miss. 17 points in the homecoming. Shot clock dark. Cats up 12. 20 seconds left first half. It's been a good rush down the stretch. Montana State has hit 8 of their last 9. Hargress with 8 to shoot. Crosses over into the lane. Oh, that's an offensive foul. There's the whistle. Big chicken wing moving his arm out to try to get rid of the defender. Everybody from here to the Pacific Ocean could see that one. 4.6 seconds left. Montana State will inbound the ball, go the length of the floor, leading 53-41. Ogbong Polo into Zephyr, takes it down the right sideline, 2, down to the right wing. Patterson, 1, gets the shot off. No. Nice work by the Cats out of the way. They got the defensive stop, and Montana State heads to the break after dropping 53 points in the half. Let's step aside as we get to halftime. Montana State leading Riverside 53-41 with a big burst down the stretch. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up,
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
Back to the Student Recreation Center on the campus of Riverside. Montana State is leading it 53-41. It's been a hot shooting at night. Bobcats with 7 Wendy's 3-pointers. They're shooting 61% from the field right now, so they've been knocking it down. Max Ogbong Polo, 17 points in this first half. He's looked great, and the Bobcats doing some damage. It's good to see on the road against a Big West opponent. See if the Cats can keep it going in the second half. Serving you all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Let's get to our McDonald's delivery of the half, presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. The Bobcats, certainly it was Max Ogbong Polo that delivered in the first half. 7 of 10 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 of 3 from deep. 17 points for Max Ogbong Polo. The Bobcats have a 53-41 lead. Brandon Walker also 11 points today, 6 by Tyler Patterson, 6 from Jade Mullins, 4 by Pat McMahon, 4 by Bryce Zeffer, 2 by Jet Miller, 2 by Brian Gorecki, and 1 by B.J. Colley. On the other side, Hargress with 10 points, Smith with 7. Armo Trading has 8. Pickens has 4. Moses 4. Schulte 4 overall. UC Riverside 48% from the field, just 2 of 6 from the three-point line. So the Bobcats have done a nice job running them off the three-point line today. And the Bobcats have a 53-41 lead against the Highlanders. If you're a parent, listen up. A shocking number of Montana teens and preteens vape regularly. So please talk to your kids about vaping. It matters. Get everything you need for a great convo at knowthefactsmt.com. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on some other scores and continue to recap the first half and look forward to the second half with Montana State leading Riverside 53-41 at the break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
We're back on the campus of UC Riverside. Bobcats leading 53-41 at halftime. Cats knocked down 7 of their 15 three-pointers in the first half. That's 7 Wendy's three-pointers. They were doing a nice job knocking down shots. They knocked down 66% of their shots in that first half as well. Is someone you know taking dangerous shots? Opioid addiction can start quietly and take over fast. Know the signs so you can protect your friends and family and connect them to help. Find out how at helpsavelivesmt.com. All right, one more break. When we get back, we'll check some of the out-of-town scores, and then we'll get you ready for the second half between Montana State and UC Riverside. Bobcats leading at 53-41 over the Highlanders. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape for pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Hitting the road? When you download the Fuel Forward app, you save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up at Phillips 66, Conoco, and 76 stations. Because that's what the app does. A simple, straightforward way to keep you moving forward. Fuel Forward. 20 cents is a combined savings of 5 cents every day off per gallon plus an extra 15 cents off per gallon for first-time users up to 30 gallons. Offer valid once for new Fuel Forward app users through 12/31/2024. Participating locations only.
Open your new Stockman Bank account anytime, anywhere with online account opening. Now, you can open an account in minutes on your laptop, tablet, or mobile phone. It's convenient, simple, and secure. Open your new account today at stockmanbank.com. Then, add our online and mobile banking services so you can manage your money when, where, and how you want. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Back courtside, getting ready for the second half. Montana State is leading at 53-41 against UC Riverside. All right, let's take a look at the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard. Check in on some other Big Sky scores today. Weber State, they beat a non-D1 Lincoln University 128-58. They scored 73 points in the first half to get the win there. Idaho State falls at home against Utah Valley 70-56 in Pocatello. Portland State with a big lead at Pacific, up 43-29 at halftime. And Idaho trailing UC Davis 56-49 with 8 minutes to go in the second half. Around the top 25 rankings today, number 13 Gonzaga beats Nichols 102-72. Number 15, Houston over Toledo, 78-49. Number 21, Memphis defeats Virginia, 64-62. Number 11, UConn survives in overtime. They beat Xavier to get their first Big East win with a 94-89 victory. And then 3 top 25 games going right now. Number 6, Alabama, a true road game at North Dakota today. Alabama leading at 92-88 with 18 seconds to go in the second half. They went out to North Dakota because one of the star players for Alabama is from North Dakota, so it's a chance for him to go home and play in front of friends and family. Number 9, Marquette, leading Butler 72-61. That game's got 3 minutes to go in the second half. And number 14, Oklahoma, trailing at home against number 24, Michigan, 70-66. So that's what's going on there. Meanwhile, the women back in action tomorrow morning. They've got Presbyterian College at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Daniel Sally will have the call at 8:15. Then they've got a D2 independent team from Puerto Rico on Friday before they get their mini holiday break. And then Big Sky play begins on January 2nd after that. Not only is dairy delicious, but it also promotes health as well. Just 3 servings of dairy a day improves overall wellness and may reduce the risk of developing some chronic diseases. It's a quick, convenient, and economic way to make sure you are staying strong and healthy on and off the field. All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the start of the second half between Montana State and UC Riverside. Bobcats leading at 53-41 over the Highlanders. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives. The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to BozemanChamber.com.
Just about ready for the second half between Montana State and Riverside, with the Bobcats leading 53-41 against the Highlanders. All right, before we start the second half, let's pause 10 seconds for network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450, KMMS, and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you today as Montana State looks to keep this thing rolling, up 53-41 against Riverside. Closed the game with a strong, or closed the first half rather, with a strong run, led by Max Ogbong-Polo at 17 points in the first half. Brandon Walker had 11. On the other side, Barrington Hargress, who is the leading scorer overall this season for Riverside, also led the squad with 10 points in the first half. Real Milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. All right, Montana State with a 12-point lead, looking for their second road victory of the season. They will open the Big Sky season on the road at Idaho, at Eastern Washington on that first Thursday and Saturday. Riverside will start with the basketball, going from left to right. And here we go. Big opportunity here in the second half for Montana State to put their foot down and prove they're the better team. Get some momentum, get some mojo going into conference play with just the TCU game left on Sunday. Riverside working with it offensively to our right. Kick out to the right wing for Hargress. Crosses over down to the right baseline. Step back jumper is good. Barrington Hargress with the jumper. And that's the first bucket of the second half. Montana State with the ball. McMahon ripping down the right baseline, gets up and blocked, recovers his loose basketball. Handoff for Ogbong-Polo, puts up the right corner three. That's no good, little flat. And the Bobcats come up empty on their first trip down the floor. Pickens crosses over, throws to the left wing. Drive to the free throw line. Olabade, no. And Pat McMahon has the rebound. A little push shot from the lane, didn't go. Cats into the front court. Jay Mullins pivoting out of the logo. Comes left around a screen. Stops the left elbow. Down to Walker. Leans in. Lays it home. Brandon Walker with the right hand. That was a slick-looking finish by Brandon Walker, who's got 13 points. Montana State up by 12. Pickens working on the right elbow. Into the lane. Backing down. Spins into a double team. Kicks it out. Here's a right corner three. Airballed short. And the Bobcats have the rebound. Montana State from right to left. Ogbong-Polo crosses over to the elbow. Throws out to the top. Walker kick to the left wing. McMahon Curls into the lane, steps through, kicks it out. Mullins from the left corner, drives into the paint, kicks it back out. McMahon, wide open three. No, just a little bit short. Good look. Cats starting quietly from three in the second half. Now the other way. Smith from way on deep. That's no good. Foul on the floor. And they're going to call Brandon Walker for that? Is that right? They're calling Brandon Walker. He was in front of his defender. I have a few question marks about that. What are they calling? Yeah, they're saying he kind of reached his arm around. Okay. Second foul on Brandon Walker. Officials are right there. They're working just as hard as anybody else. Smith takes the inbounds pass and kisses the jumper off the glass and in. Caleb Smith now with 9 points. You see Riverside coming out, knocking down shots to begin the second half. Cats up by 10. Jay Mullins driving a kick. Walker, he's open for three. Got it. Brandon Walker from deep. Bobcats finding some stroke from long range. 15 points for Brandon Walker today. Hargress lob into the post. Smith up with the right hand. That's good. Good contest by Brandon Walker, but Caleb Smith able to finish. He's into double figures now with 11. A little pressure in the backcourt. Just a little token press. Tyler Patterson gives to Jay Mullins, and he has no trouble taking across the timeline. Handoff for Ogbong Polo, gives it to Walker at the top. Handoff for McMahon, turns the corner into the lane, goes down to the rack, and blocked. Coming the other way, Riverside from left to right. Hargress into the lane, alley-oop. Layup is good. Quick strike, Nate Pickens on the alley-oop layup. Montana State up by 9. 17 to go. Second half. Ogbong Polo lost it. Fight for the loose ball, and a foul. Caleb Smith undercut Pat McMahon, so Riverside foul. Second foul on Caleb Smith. $16:50 to go in the game. Bobcats up 58-49, so Cats leading by 9. Jack Whitbourne from Australia, true freshman, checks in. McMahon to inbound. Gets it into Jay Mullins deep in the backcourt. Mullins takes it to the right wing, gets into the paint, kicks it out, pass tip, recovered by McMahon on the left wing. McMahon into the lane, stops, kicks, left corner three, no. Walker drives, gets into the lane, scoop shot, no, that doesn't go. And the Bobcats come up empty. There's Hargress on the drive. He lays it in down to the left block. Hargress now with 14 points, playing with confidence in the second half. Cats lead by 7. It was a 12-point advantage at the break. Patterson to the elbow, throws back to Mullins, into the post. Walker spins, pivots, swarm, kicked out. Patterson now drives to the free throw line, throws back out to Walker. Here's a three, that's short. And the rebound is won by Riverside. Bobcats have started 2 of 8 from the field in the second half. 58-51, MSU leading, 15:50 to go in the game. Drive and a lefty layup is good. Hargress rolling. He's got 6 points in the second half, 16 overall. He's got 6 of the 10 points for Riverside since the break. Bobcat 12-point lead cut to 5. Mullins, handoff, Walker in the lane, floater up and good. That's an easy bucket that the Bobcats needed. Walker has 18. Hargress to the elbow, throws it back out. Pickens dribbles left to the top, takes it to the wing, turns the corner, gets underneath, steps up and is stripped. Tyler Patterson knocks it away. Here come the Cats ahead. Walker between the leg dribble to the free throw line, throws back out beyond the arc. Here's Ogbong Polo on the drive, cut off, kick out. Walker wide open, his three. Ring it up. Hey, he looks around saying, how do you not guard me? It's a 21-point day for Brandon Walker. Cats back up by 10. Now Montana State absorbs the blow, starts knocking down some shots themselves. Here's Hargress on a difficult contested fall-away jumper. 18 points for Barrington Hargress. 14:30 to go in the game. Mullins drives down into the paint, pivoting and has to throw it back out. Brandon Walker now. Worked it at the top of the key. Hand off to Mullins. Turns down to the right block. Stops. Kick out. Walker. Wide open three again. No. Halfway home. They're just not guarding Walker at the line. He doesn't shoot it a ton from there, but he's decently efficient. Yeah, that one looked pretty darn good. UC Riverside brings this game to a deep breath. Hargress down to the left block. Fall away jumper. He got it to go again. Nothing but twos and free throws for Barrington Hargress, who's up to 20 points, which is about his per-game average. 6-point advantage for Montana State, 13:45 to go in the game. Walker slings it out to the right wing. Ogbong Polo down to the right block. He's doubled, kicks it out. Mullins hauls it in like a wide receiver at the half-court line. Mullins with a lefty dribble down to the left block, into the paint, kicks out, free throw line. Walker steps through with the left hand, finishes in traffic. Brandon Walker has every point for the Bobcats in the second half. It's a dozen in the second half and 23 total. Montana State up 65-57, 13 minutes to go in the second half, and there's a jumper that's good for Caleb Smith at 13 points now. Man, what an offensive game today. 65-59, we've got 13 minutes left. Buckets are falling. Jay Mullins, left around the screen, comes back to his right, turns to the elbow, throws to Walker. His jump shot is up and good. Oh, the rim is the size of the Pacific Ocean to Brandon Walker right now. 14 points in the second half, 25 for B-Walk. Cats up 8. Strauss now left wing three, pure. Yeah, that's what he likes to do. He's 38% from three. Ogbong Polo races the other way into the lane. Floater up, no. Got his own rebound. Back up with a righty hook. That's no good. He took it on 1-on-3. Not necessarily the numbers you're looking for. 5-point advantage for Montana State. Again, 25 points for Brandon Walker. He scored all 14 by the Cats in the second half. Literally all 14 Montana State has scored in the second half. Strauss again. That's good. Parker Strauss heating up. It's a 2-point game. Montana State led by a dozen at the half. 67-65. Riverside cutting it to 2. Jay Mullins an out-of-control layup. That's no good. They say it got partially blocked. It's out of bounds. And it'll be Montana State basketball when we come back. Brandon Walker, 14 points in the second half. It's all MSU has scored. Meanwhile, UC Riverside has cut the 12-point deficit down to 2. It's getting spicy in SoCal. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 11:47 to go in the game. Montana State leads at 67-65 over Riverside. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
At Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. At the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, we have 11 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 67-65. They had a 12-point lead at halftime, but Riverside has come out and dominated the second half offensively. They're shooting 79%. Riverside 11 of 14 from the field. Bobcats have 14 points in the second half, all from Brandon Walker. Because Barrington Hargrass has gone off as well. He's got 10 points since the break. Getting interesting now. Bobcats have the ball. They'll work in their own offensive zone to our left. Bryce Zephyr to inbound, lob into Cauley. He's down on the right baseline. Back out to Zephyr beyond the arc. Zephyr backs it out. Takes it to the elbow, throws out to the left corner. McMahon weaves into the paint, handoff underneath, and it's tipped out of bounds. Oh, no, they're saying that's going the other way. Wow, I thought that was off of B.J. Cauley. Or, excuse me, I thought that was off Riverside. Apparently Cauley just didn't control it underneath. So it'll be Riverside ball when we come back. Cats with a 2-point lead. Riverside with the ball after this timeout. 11:34 to go in the game. Montana State leads at 67-65. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. 11:34 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading at 67-65, but it is a precarious lead for the Bobcats. Montana State had a 12-point advantage at the half, but UC Riverside knocking down shots since the break. Cats need to get some defense, particularly on Barrington Hargrass, who scored 10 points in about 8 minutes. See if Montana State can stay loose and keep some shots falling. Still at this point, only Brandon Walker has scored for Montana State in the second half. He is on the bench now. But Walker with 14 points since halftime. Bryce Zephyr, Jed Miller, Brian Garacki, Max Ogbong-Polo, and B.J. Cauley are on the floor for Montana State. UC Riverside has a chance to erase that 12-point deficit right now, trailing by 2. Moses bounces it over to the left wing. Strauss has gotten hot. He fires now into the lane. Thrown back out to Moses. Moses at the top, 10 to shoot, works his way down to the block, lays it up off the glass and got it to go. We got a tie game. Isaiah Moses, tough finish off the window with a hand on his face. 67 all after Montana State led 53-41 at halftime. B.J. Cauley Hand off for Garacki, left around the screen, pulls up, free throw line jumper, no, bricked it. The Bobcats still are scoreless outside of Brandon Walker since halftime. Moses curls to the elbow, throws out to the right wing. Strauss fires it into the right corner. Cats have got to get some stops here. Back up top to Strauss. Takes it to the left wing. Bounce into the post and a foul as B.J. Cawley reached around to knock it away. Second foul on B.J. I mean, Riverside's 80% from the field in the second half. They're 12 of 15. Inbound pass to Schulte. He hands it off to Moses, who curls it up to the wing, steps back for three. That's short, and Jed Miller won the rebound as he's fallen off the baseline, throws it off of Moses. Heads up play, as usual, from Jed Miller. Bobcats from right to left. Garacki ahead of steam down to the right block. Tapers off into the right corner. Bent over the bounce. Now drives. Cut off on the baseline. Gets rid of it to Zephyr. Still plenty of time. 12 to shoot. Zephyr slipped and a foul. Zephyr gets bailed out. Cats will take it. Parker Strauss picks up his third. It looked like he kind of just rolled his ankle there. Cats will take that call. 67 points apiece, and here comes Hargress again. He has been deadly. Inbounds pass to Cawley. He hands it off in the right corner. Out to Garacki now. Still in the right corner. Garacki with the dribble. Throws out to the right wing. Zephyr. Bent over the bounce, crosses over into the lane, gives to Cawley, rises and got blocked. Armo Trading was there. Riverside into the front court, trying to break this tie. Bounce pass underneath, knocked free. Jet Miller was there. B.J. Cawley then draws the foul as he was going after the loose ball. Isaiah Moses with his second foul. And the Bobcat offense, a.k.a. Brandon Walker, coming back in. He is still the only Bobcat to score in the second half. B.J. Cawley with a cut. Coming off the floor now. 9:25 to go in the game. We're tied 67-all. Zephyr pull up, elbow jumper, no, way too strong. That did not look good out of the hand. And Montana State has still not found somebody to match Walker offensively. Hargress up at the top. Calming it down a bit, guarded by Zephyr. Crosses over to the elbow, stops, kick out from the left wing, drive down to the baseline, off balance, bad angle jumper, no. Bobcats get the rebound. Montana State's starting to string some stops together now. Next step, find some offense. Walker. Hands off for Ogbong Polo at the top, turns to the elbow, pulls up with a jumper. That's no good. Nobody can score right now outside of Brandon Walker. Literally nobody has. Still at 67-all with 8:30 to go in the game. Smith backing it down to the right block. Picks up the dribble, fires into the middle of the lane. Turnaround jumper, that's good, and Riverside has the lead. Armo Trading with it. He's into double figures. Bobcats down 69-67. Where is the offense going to come from? Zephyr driving a kick, giving to Walker at the top. He gives it to Brian Garacki, and he had it knocked free. Bobcats turn it over again. 4-on-4, Moses at the top. That three's no good, and a foul as Montana State went for the rebound. See where the foul's going. It is on Ogbong Polo, his first. We'll step aside. Getting into dangerous territory here for Montana State after blowing a 12-point lead. 8 minutes left of the game. Montana State trailing at Riverside 69-67. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors, advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Montana State trailing 69-67. They have not scored in 4 minutes and 48 seconds. They're one of their last 8 from the field, and only Brandon Walker has scored the 14 points in the second half so far. Literally not a single other Bobcat has scored. Max Ogbongpolo had 17 in the first half. Brandon Walker, 25 total points, but he needs some help. Riverside with a basketball and a chance to make this a 2-possession game. Hargress looking, still looking, and a 5 count. Well, let's see if that's the momentum the Bobcats are looking for. All right. Inbound to Jed Miller. He's pressured in the backcourt by Moses and takes it into the front court. Bounce pass to Patterson, thrown up to Garacki. Around to Mullins on the right wing. Handoff for Miller. Given to Walker on the right elbow. Out to Mullins. Mullins to the left elbow. Bounce back to Walker. Tries the jumper. Good. And a foul away from the ball on Caleb Smith. So the third foul on Smith. Walker pours it in. He's got 16 in the second half alone. And this game is tied. Bobcats get to hold the possession. They'll inbound. Miller. Looking, and he finds Brandon Walker out of the left wing. Handoff for Garacki. Turns down to the left block. Kick out to Walker. Takes the free throw line. Kick out Mullins. Back to Walker. To the right wing, Miller. 10 to shoot. Miller crosses over. Still working out on the right side. 6. Out to Walker. 4. Walker behind the back dribble. Into the lane. Blocks. Out of bounds with a second on the shot clock. Big block by Armo Trading. B.J. Cawley back into the game after getting patched up. He had a cut earlier. Some frustration setting in for the Cats. 1 second to shoot. Mullins. Alley-oop. Cawley floats it home. No! Did not fall. Montana State still scoreless outside of Walker. Here's a right corner 3, and it's good. Isaiah Moses gets it to fall. You see Riverside up by 3, 72-69. Bobcats with the ball. B.J. Cawley hands it off for Mullins. He steps up for a topside 3. That's no good. Garacki had the rebound and draws the foul. A foul on Olabade. Man, oh man, I don't know that I've ever seen something quite like this. 13-plus minutes in this second half, and only Brandon Walker has scored. Cats down by 3, but they've got the ball. 6:49 to go. This game's still plenty well within their grasp. Into Walker down to the right baseline. Throw down to the right corner. Miller for 3. No! And Riverside has the rebound. Man, oh man. What a tough situation. Cats are 7 of 25 from the field in the second half. Riverside trying to make it a two-possession game for the first time since they were down by 12. As Miller pokes it away, Walker picks it up. He throws ahead. Miller in transition, lays it up and in. And there it is at long last. After almost 14 minutes, somebody other than Brandon Walker has scored for Montana State. Boy, that's a long drought to end. Cats down by 1. Riverside with the ball to our right. We hit the 6-minute mark of the second half. Hargress gets to the elbow, bounce down to the left baseline, layup good. Caleb Smith backdooring it on the left side. Montana State down by 3 with the ball. Patterson to Miller to Ugbong Polo on the left wing. To Mullins left side. Mullins holding, puts it on the floor with a lefty dribble, down the left block, given to Walker, mid-post, left side, turns, hook, rimming, no! Didn't fall for Brandon Walker. 74-71, Riverside on top, 5:25 to go in the game. Hargress, calm dribble up the top. Bent over the bounce on the R of UCR at midcourt. Hargress on the drive, gets inside, puts up the runner. That's no good. And the Bobcats have the rebound. Brandon Walker brings it down, his 4th board of the night. Cats down 3 with the ball. Miller cruises to the right wing. Crosses over, down to the right baseline. Brings it back out, throws to Walker in the lane. Pump fake, up, lays it good. Brandon Walker knocking it down again. He's got 29. Cats down by 1. 4:45 remaining. This will be the Brandon Walker game. What a performance. Can the Cats get him some help? Hargress at the top. Throws over to the left wing. Moses pumps the 3, steps inside, has to throw it out to the right side. Smith down to the right block, leans in, lays it no. Patterson draws the foul. It's his first, kind of gave him a little bump below the waist. Moved him off his spot. The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites is a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics, the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. Cats are 2 of 8 from 3 in the second half, so all 3 sponsored by Wendy's. Smith at the line, and the free throw is good. Cats have 17 assists on 31 makes. All assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Brandon Walker takes a seat. He's done everything he's needed to do today. 29 points. Bobcats down by 2. Another free throw here. That is good. So Cats down by 3 as Caleb Smith gets to 17 points. Bobcats with the ball. Shooting just 32% in the second half. Mullins out at the half-court line, pestered. Out to the right wing, turns the corner down to the right block, stops, looking to get rid of it. Does with a bounce pass to Naduka in deep, lost it and is fouled. Logie working the officials, even though he just got to call his third. Been a lot of communication between the officials and Coach Logie today. 4 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the game. Cats down by 3 with the ball. 2 of the 20 points scored by Montana State in the second half have been by somebody other than Brandon Walker. Into Naduka. Down on the left baseline. Down to Mullins. He goes to the rack, and he lays it in. That's terrific ball movement. Jay Mullins with his first points in the second half. Chika Naduka the assist. Sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Cats down by 1. Chance to show some resiliency today. Pickens in deep, forces it up, rims home. Good defense by Naduka. Pickens now with 8 points. 78-75, Riverside. It's getting tight, 3:40 left. It's a 1-point game. Cats winning last year in Bozeman. Naduka gives it to McMahon, takes it into the mid-post. Throws out to Mullins on the right wing. He dials up a three. That's no good. Little flat, didn't have it. Riverside the rebound. 78-75. Montana State trailing. Pickens out to the right wing. Takes it down to the mid post. And an offensive foul. He gave Keaton Gillogly the shove. Keaton Gillogly, quality defense. And that takes us to a break. 3:16 to go in the ball game. Montana State trailing 78-75. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
Buy one, get one for $1 breakfast on favorites like toasty bagel sandwiches, hash browns, and more. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Montana's Ribbon Shop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. 3:16 to go in the game. Montana State is trailing 78-75. They had a 12-point lead at halftime. Brandon Walker today, 29 points on 13 of 19 shooting. He has scored all but 4 of the 22 points for Montana State in the second half. Bobcats into the front court. Who's going to step up offensively for Montana State? Ogbong-Polo takes it at the free throw line. Puts it on the floor and lost it, but recovered by Pat McMahon. Hand off to Naduka at the top. Giving it Patterson, turns the corner at the free throw line, kicks it back out to the left wing. Mullins down to the left baseline. Backs it out, pivoting, 5 to shoot. Give it to Patterson, 4. Patterson, contested jumper, no good, and Riverside has the rebound. 3-point lead for Riverside, 2:40 remaining. Hargress slows it down, takes the air out of the ball a bit. He's had a big second half. Brandon Walker will check back in momentarily. Hargress down to the mid-post, and he draws the foul. Mullins got him on the head. Jay Mullins picks up his first. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. This will be the 15th and 16th free throws of the night for UC Riverside. Bobcats have had 4. Hargress knocks down the free throw. 21 points. All right, here comes Brandon Walker. 29 points today, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Walker has played in 22 minutes. He's given it everything he's got. Cats just have not been able to knock down shots elsewhere to make it a 5-point game. That is good. Hargress gets it to go. He's got 22. Montana State down 80-75 in a shootout today. 2:20 remaining in the game. Mullins left around a screen. Throws up to Walker at the top. Handoff for Zephyr. Left to the elbow. Stops. Kick out. Ogbong Polo down to the right baseline. Bounced his pass, and it is stolen. Montana State turns it over. That's only the third turnover listed by Montana State today. UC Riverside has 10. Under 2 minutes to play. Hargress bounced to the right wing. Pickens probing with a lefty dribble into the lane on Ogbong Polo. Got blocked. Recovered by Riverside. 5 to shoot. Hand out to the right wing. Here's a three. Short from Hargress. And Brandon Walker with an acrobatic rebound. Bobcats down 5. 95 seconds to go. Cats into the front court. Walker. Hand off for Ogbong Polo. Turns the free throw line and draws the foul. Pickens reaching in from behind. Second foul on Nate Pickens. And the Bobcats will be shooting a 1-and-1. Jake and Aduka getting ready to check back in. So Ogbong Polo with a 1-and-1. Big free throws here. Limited possessions left. Cats down 5. The front end, no good. Montana State 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Big miss. Hargress across the timeline. 75 seconds left. Bobcats really can't give up many more points here. Hargress to the elbow on the left side. Into the lane, puts up a runner, rimming, no. Offensive rebound. Fight for the loose ball and won by Riverside. That was once again Armo trading. 1 minute remaining. Moses has it at the top. To the left wing. Curls into the mid post. Triple teamed. Lost it. Jump ball. I believe it's Montana State basketball. It is. The Cats get a stop. 51 seconds left. I mean, you pretty much have to have a bucket here. Cats were up by 12 at halftime. Brandon Walker, 29 points today. He has scored all but 4 points in the second half. Here's Mullins down to the mid-post, given to Walker. Spins, lost it, recovers, pivoting, up with the right hand, lays it home. 31 points for Brandon Walker. We got a 3-point game. Riverside up 80-77. Boy, Walker playing with a different motor today. Hargress taking the air out of the ball. There's about a 10-second differential between the shot and game clocks. Bobcats playing it straight up. Just can't foul here. Hargress out of the right wing. 8 to shoot. Got to get the stop. Hargress against Walker, 5. Steps back, top side 3. That's short. Offensive rebound. Shot clock off. Cats have to foul. Got to foul, got to foul, got to foul. Now they do. Down by 3 with 8 seconds left. Tough one tonight. 7.8 seconds left. Bobcats down 3. It'll be a 1-and-1. Still a chance here. Miss a free throw. Take it the other way. Knock down a shot. After shooting 61% in the first half, 34% in the second half by Montana State. And a timeout called by Riverside. 7.8 seconds left in the ball game, and we are going to take a timeout. So with 8 seconds left, Montana State trails 80-77 against Riverside, and a 1-and-1 coming for Riverside after this break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy loaded tortilla soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at Qdoba.com or in the app.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Back to First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State trailing 80-77. 8 seconds left in the ball game. Bobcats have had almost zero offense outside of Brandon Walker the second half. Brandon Walker has scored 20 second half points. He has 31 overall. Montana State just 4 points scored by others outside of B-Walk. Oh, excuse me, I thought it was a 1-and-1 after that free throw. It's only 16 fouls. So the inbounds pass coming from Riverside. Looking to get it in, and a timeout called by Riverside. Good job by the Bobcat defense. So they play it straight up. And they do get them to force them into a timeout. 1 timeout left for Riverside, 2 for Montana State. Still 16 fouls, so it was 1 more foul before Riverside is shooting free throws. But Bobcats are going to look back on this one, feel like slipped through their fingers. Max Ogbong-Polo, 17 points in the first half, nothing in the second half today. I mean, just brutal. Jay Mullins has 2 points, Jed Miller has 2 points. That's it. Everything else has been for Brandon Walker. Meanwhile, the Bobcat defense has not been good enough. They've given up 39 points in the second half, 59% from the field for Riverside since the break. The Bobcats had a long 5+ minute drought in the middle of this second half. All right. 7.8 seconds left. Riverside to inbound on the right sideline in their own offensive zone. Hargress is in front of his own bench and ready to go. Hargress looking. They get it in, and a quick foul by Zephyr. First foul on Zephyr. Now the 1-and-1. Less than a second, rolled off the clock with that foul. Down by 3. Cats have 2 timeouts. We'll see how they want to use it. Brian Garacki checking in. Replaces Zephyr. No, replaces McMahon. Let's see how the Cats want to play this. If Smith misses this free throw, he's 75% from the stripe. 4 of 5 today. All right, here we go. Big shot. This free throw is good. It's a 4-point game. 7 seconds left. Do it again. Smith. Missed it. Bobcats have the rebound. 6 seconds left, down by 4. Ogbong-Polo into the front court 3. He's at the top for 3. That's good. Timeout, Cats. We got a 1-point game with 1.1 second left. Max Ogbong-Polo, a 20-point game, his first bucket of the second half. So 1.1 seconds. The Cats have a shot. Leading by 1, or trailing by 1. Riverside now up 81-80. All right, well, let's see. So maybe you can steal something here down by 1. We're going to review the clock. Otherwise, you got to foul quickly and maybe get a chance to heave something at the end of the game. So we'll see. Again, they're reviewing the clock. We'll see if there's any time put back up there. Going over to the clock operator. Looks like they are going to change it. Yeah, they're kind of still looking up at it, which tells you they'll probably change the clock here. Riverside getting ready to inbound it. Montana State needs a steal or a very, very quick foul. Cats had a 12-point lead at halftime. They were knocking down threes. They had 7 threes in the first half, only 3 in the second. Hang on, haven't finished the clock yet. Everybody's ready to go? Just waiting on the clock. The drama of end-of-game basketball situations. So much goes on, and at times you just got to stand around and wait for the big moments. Not sure why we're having such trouble. They're going to put 1.3 on it, appears. All right, it's the same Daktronics board that everywhere has across the country and seemingly every gym. It's not new. It's not different. Most people who work in basketball know how to work the board, and our clock operator is shooing other people off. Which I'm not sure why, if there's some other people to help. He's got some other people hovering around him, and there we go, 1.3. Thank you, sir. Okay. 1.3 seconds left, so they added 2/10, which could make a big difference. Bobcats down 1, Riverside with the ball. Let's see if Montana State can steal something here, get it up, and get it in. All right, here's the inbounds pass to the running baseline. Harrington gets it into Moses, and he is fouled. And right now, 0.1 on the clock, and that might do it. So Ogbong Polo with the foul. Review the clock again, as usual. It'll be a 1-and-1. Which makes you think they'll probably just try to miss it, honestly. So they are reviewing the clock after the foul. And they got it in, the man running. So 0.1 on the clock, Bobcats down 81-80. This one is going to sting some. Cats had a 12-point lead and just went ice cold in the second half. Up next for Montana State, TCU on Sunday. Be on the air for that at 11:30. Football starts at 12:30 with the pregame show for the semifinals against South Dakota on Saturday afternoon, 1:30 the kickoff. And women's hoops back in action tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. So they continue to review the clock. Chewing some more up on this Wednesday night. And what do we got? 0.8? 0.8. All right. Let's see if our clock operator. Yeah, look at that. He's on top of it now. Heavy lifting, big foul. Good job. You're on it. You're on it. 0.8. All right. It's enough room for a little magic. It'd be pretty darn magical. Moses at the line for a 1-and-1. Wonder if he's going to just miss it. Okay, make one, miss one. All right, here we go. Moses. It's good. 2-point game, 82-80. See how they're going to play this now. Harder to get a quality shot off a miss than inbounds pass. Of course, this would make it 3 points. That free throw is good, 83-80. Timeout Montana State with 0.8 left. All right. You know, UC Riverside hit a late 3 at the buzzer to tie the game against Colorado State before winning it. Maybe the basketball gods will shift a little bit of that. Onto the Bobcat side. So 0.8 left. Bobcats down 3. And they got to go the length of the floor. This is where the women's game has something right, where they got a lot right, but this is where the women's game has the timeout can advance the ball, which would certainly add some drama in a moment like this. Instead, Montana State has to go the length of the floor. All right, here we go. Could be one of the more memorable shots in recent memory. 0.8 seconds to go. Cats down 3, heading the length of the floor. See who they're going to throw it to. Sam Lekalot will have the honors. Patterson, Mullins, Ogmong, Polo, and McMahon are all on the offensive side of the floor. Sam Lekalot with the running baseline. Let's see if he can do his best Tommy Mellott impression and toss it down the floor. Again, 0.8 down 3. Here we go. Lekalot looking and looking. He throws it. Ogmong Polo makes a catch. He got the shot off. No, it's short. Ball game's over. Montana State loses. Good catch. Ogmong Polo got a heck of a shot off. It was off balance, drifting to the left sideline near the left wing. Left that shot just a bit short, bouncing off the front iron, or not on the near side iron. Montana State loses today 83-80. They had a 12-point lead at the half, and they just could not get any offense outside of Brandon Walker after the break. We'll step aside. Bobcats fall 83-80 against the Riverside Highlanders. Cats fall to 5-7. Highlanders improve to 8-4. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, we take a timeout. Cats lose 83-80. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It's easy not to think about food security when there's food on the table. But right now, 1 out of 10 Montanans is hungry.
When families don't have adequate access to nutritious food, that takes a very real toll on people's health.
This is why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana partners with Montana Food Bank Network.
Our interest at Blue Cross is we want the state, whether they're a member or not, to have adequate supply, access, composition of the food that they're able to get.
Learn more at bigblueskyinitiativemt.com.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence. The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in-store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
An ugly second half, and Montana State falls 83-80 against Riverside. All right, we remind you that the post-game show is brought to you by the River Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. Montana State at a 12-point halftime lead, but the offense squanders the second half opportunity. They get outscored 42-27 after the break, and they lose to fall to 5-7 today. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
MS and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Bobcats fall 83-80 against Riverside tonight. At Montana's River Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. All right, we'll take a break. Plenty more to get to. We'll talk with head coach Matt Logie in just a bit. Bobcats fall 83-80 against the Riverside Highlanders. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Loaded tortilla soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy loaded tortilla soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded tortilla soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at Qdoba.com or in the app.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Back on the River Chop House postgame show, joined by head coach Matt Logie. The Bobcats fall 83-80 at Riverside today. Coach, let's start with a positive here. Brandon Walker, 31 points. What were you seeing from him tonight?
Well, I thought he did a really good job of taking advantage of their ball screen coverages. He played with good pace on offense. Finished well. No turnovers. Had a great offensive game. Obviously for us, this game came down to the defensive end of the floor in the second half. We just couldn't get enough stops. We played about as clean a game as you can imagine with 18 assists and 3 turnovers on offense. So we'll take a look at the film and see how we can improve. But you got to give some credit to UCR too. I mean, Barrington Hargress is a preseason first team all-league guy for a reason, and I thought he had a really good second half. And then again, I thought the difference in the game really came down to the free throw line. They get 18 out of 20 to go down. We only get 5 attempts, and that was kind of how they kept themselves in it in the first half a little bit, and were able to go on a little run there and got hot in the second half. So yeah, disappointing, but really proud of our effort, our response to USC. Our prep for this was good. Our energy and edge and spirit was great. We just came up a little bit short, and we were using this game as our last prep for conference road games. We got a good feel of what that looks like against a good team on the road, and unfortunately it doesn't hurt us in the conference standings, but obviously this is one that it stings a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's been obviously a roller coaster ride here throughout the season, but overall it sounds like you feel positive about the prognosis of what this team can become when Big Sky play rolls around here in another week or so.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling these guys all non-conference, we've got to continue to see the forest through the trees. We put this schedule together so that we could grow, so that we would face adversity, so that we could figure out what we needed to do to get better. And obviously you want to win as many games as you can in that time frame. And I think we're at like four games now that are one possession games. So you stick to your guns, you stick to your principles, you stick to your core values, you have the right attitude, and those things will balance out in the end. And hopefully that time's coming soon.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time and the insight. We'll talk again from Dallas.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right, Montana State falling today 83-80 at Riverside. We'll take a break on the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating